Hi, everybody. You know the most hated words I hate people ask. What's up? How you feeling? What are you doing? And stuff like that. I hate it because it's just you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because I've had 7 dramatic things happen this year. I can't explain to that person that I just met that, oh, I'm scared of the world. I've had these 7 dramatic things happen, and I didn't think I needed help because I could still do everything I was doing before. It's just more anxiety going out in the world. And when you're almost human trafficking and somebody tricked you and almost human trafficking you, you will feel the way I do in some ways. Maybe not totally. And then when that person behind bars gets somebody to attempted shoot you, but they missed shooting you by 3 minutes, and they almost shot you and you heard the shot, but they missed you by 3 minutes and shot somebody else. It's a horrible experience to know that somebody tried to attempted murder you. And so now you wonder, that person you don't want to, but you wonder if that person behind bars, when you meet somebody new, if that person sent that person to kill you or to get information from you to send back to state prison. Or the people you know for the past 6 months or 7 months, you wonder if they're all involved or not too with the person behind bars or the person that almost human trafficked you. So you question everything you've ever known in some ways. And you don't want to, but you always have to look over your shoulder for so many reasons. And even if you believe in God, you still feel like you have to look over your shoulder. But I mean, you can't tell people that in person because then you're trauma dumping them or you're putting the burden on them and they might not know how to deal with it. And so it's just horrible to deal with stuff like this. My advice to you is when one dramatic thing happens to you, if you get hit by a car on a bicycle, to go get help for that. Even if you didn't have to go to hospital, because that is a dramatic event. It's to go get help the first dramatic event that happened to you, because then there'll be more dramatic events, and you would already have the help for that one. So now you've got 7 dramatic events to deal with all at one time, even though it happened over a span of months, and then you just are just going and going and hoping that you don't fall down or hope that you can survive it. But it is the most horrible feeling when you almost got murdered. It's horrible. It is the most horriblest thing that has ever happened to me. It beats every dramatic event that has ever happened to me. Was almost getting shot at. And to know that you feel helpless. So hopefully that a program that I might get accepted to with therapy helps. And hopefully they can deal with me and my dramatic events. Not just from this year, from past dramatic events. And that's another thing. Deal with what's happened in your childhood before you grow up. Don't wait to get help for stuff. Do it immediately. And just because you can function and go to work and do the things that you did before the dramatic event doesn't mean you don't need to get help. And I wish it was true, but God helps you with stuff, but he doesn't fix everything in your life. I wish he did. People say Jesus is the bread of the way. But the bread of the way means to me, then we would only need Jesus. We wouldn't need doctors. We wouldn't need medicine. And we wouldn't need stuff. We wouldn't need a helping hand. But Jesus is here to walk us through it and to know that we are not alone. He's not here to solve our problems. But he cares about them. And he's here. But we still need doctors and other stuff. And that is a whole nother video I'll get into later, is about therapy. Because everybody thinks it's just simple. Just go call up a therapist and then you automatically get in. There's like a process. And they have to know how to deal with you too. Because there's different therapists for different stuff. So, I hate the question. Like I said, how you doing? What's up? What are you doing? That's all I've got to say about that.